To write copy that sells like a pro, you don't have to reinvent the wheel again. Great copywriting leaves clues. Copywriting is a superb, evergreen skill that everyone who wants to start an online business must master without any exception. In this video, I want to share with you 5 top secrets that allow you to write copy to sell anything, even if you start from scratch without any experience. My name is Max Cecco, and I teach aspiring entrepreneurs and professionals how to turn their knowledge and or someone else's expertise even into a 7-figure business. If you like my content, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. Secret number 1. Identify who you want to sell to. Before writing anything, you absolutely need to identify your ideal client, who you want to serve. The reason is straightforward. Every audience you want to reach has different problems, different desires, different aspirations, and aims for different outcomes. If you don't have a clear idea about who you want to serve, you won't be able to attract their attention, you can't be persuasive enough in your copy, and consequently, you will not sell anything. Let me be very clear. If you are for everyone, you are for no one. If you don't understand this phase, you will not get the results you want in terms of sales. Let me give you a straightforward example to let you understand this first secret. Suppose I want to teach a man how to get his ex back. Regardless of the information product I want to sell, for example, an online video course, a mentoring program or consultancy, I have to define who I want to help. I can sell my product or service to 18-year-old boys, 30-year-old guys, 50-year-old men. In this case, we have 3 ideal clients with 3 different needs, expectations and desires. How you communicate with the 18-year-old boy is entirely different from the levers and motivations you can use with the 50-year-old man. Even if the information is the same, you have to align your communication to match your ideal client's needs and desires. Period. Secret number 2. Always focus on the problems first. If you want to attract people's attention and persuade them to read your copy, always start by eliciting the problem first. Never ever start talking about the advantages and benefits of your product or service. No one will pay attention. Forget about the product and focus on problems. Have you ever wondered why newscasts are always focused on selling bad news? Because they attract people's attention. So, regardless of what you want to sell, your stuff will solve different problems for different people. If you want to make your copy stand out, make a list of the problems your ideal client has and test the appeal of every single issue. One of the best things I learned in persuasion is that people buy anything when they feel understood. The key here is to let people know that you understand their problems better than themselves. I have just shared with you one of the best secrets to attract people's attention. Secret number 3. Learn how to write compelling headlines. The headline is the first single most important piece of sales copy ever. And as David Ogilvy said, on the average, 5 times as many people read the headlines as read the body copy. If you want to get high click-through rates when you write an ad, or high conversion rates in terms of sales or leads, aka potential customers that subscribe to your email list, or get the highest ROI possible, then you will want to do whatever it takes to become good at writing headlines. Let me share with you 3 headline templates you can use right now. Headline number 1. How to benefit without having to challenge. This is a how-to headline that is focused on learning something your ideal client wants. At the same time, it elicits pain, a challenge, or a situation that could prevent your ideal prospect from reaching the desired result. Let me give you 3 examples. How to lose weight without exercising. How to buy a house without having good credit or a down payment. How to be a great copywriter without having a degree. Headline number 2. One word, tip, hack, secret. One word, fat loss tip. Cut down 3 pounds of belly fat in 7 days using this one word tip. This is the number one undervalued secret to getting what you want in life. Headline number 3. Number of ways to reach the promised land while not increasing pain, anxiety, loss, effort, frustration. 3 ways to double your profits while keeping the same number of customers. 5 ways to start your profitable online business while you are at home with your kids. Now let's switch to the following secret. Secret number 4. The editing process makes your copy perfect. A great copywriter is not someone who writes perfect English, but someone who is capable of rewriting compelling words and messages in the exact order to grab people's attention and to persuade them to do a specific action. The editing process is the most crucial and significant moment to transform a mediocre copy into an excellent, persuasive message. Cut, copy and paste will become the most important words during the editing process. In this step, you should, number 1, rewrite sentences more compellingly. Number 2, delete irrelevant information to move the reader to do what you want them to do. Number 3, move parts of what you wrote in the right place of the message. Now it's time to switch to the final secret. Secret number 5. Craft an irrefutable offer people can't refuse. When you write copy to sell something, I mean a sales letter or a video sales script, I highly recommend starting with the offer first, without creating the product or service. The key is selling something before creating it. In this case, you are in the perfect position to create your irrefutable offer and test its appeal in the market. If you sell digital products or services, you can make them after the market reacts positively to what you sell. If you sell physical stuff, you can let potential clients pre-order your product. In this case, you are making money before investing in the product creation. Crafting irrefutable offers is not difficult at all, but you need to pay attention to different parameters in order to create the perfect offer based on the price you want to sell your product or service. Indeed, another counterintuitive approach is to define your selling price first and then craft the offer consequently. If you want to learn how to create high-ticket offers, I highly recommend watching this video. How to craft the best high-ticket digital product offer. In this video, you will discover the variables you should include in your offer to create an irresistible, compelling and irrefutable offer your clients want to get. So, watch it now.